Hey guys, quick market update from us, given it's the start of August and we're not too far away from spring. Look, firstly to mortgage rates, which is what everyone seems to be excited about these days, given how often it's in the media. Mortgage rates are peaking. I know there's lots of mixed signals out there and there's still plenty of people that think rates are going to go to 7 or 8%. My view holds firm. That's simply not going to happen. Mortgage rates are peaking. In fact, this week we've seen 1-year fixed rates drop. We've had 1-year fixed mortgage rates drop back down to 4.95. 5-year fixed mortgage rates have come off quite a bit, from high 6s to high 5s. So I think what you're seeing out there is what we have been telling you, which is great news for the last few months, that mortgage rates are peaked. Now, we've got to be clear here, the OCR is still going to go up. The OCR is at 2.5%. In reality, that's going to go up maybe as high as 3.5%. So you're still going to see some pretty aggressive moves upward by the RBNZ, but it's already fully priced into these mortgage rates. So you'll get a little bit of short-term volatility. I mean, I'm not saying they're not going to go up at all, but basically we're seeing them behave and look like they're plateauing. So that's a really good thing. Interestingly, in terms of wholesale interest rates, which are the fundamental rates that drive mortgage rates, they're inverted, which means that longer term wholesale rates are now lower than shorter term wholesale rates. That generally happens when you're at the top of a cycle. And it generally happens when the market is anticipating a recession or a slowdown in the economy, which is, of course, what we would expect to see with interest rates going up. If we flip over to the housing market, that's the other thing that keeps everyone excited. I mean, let's throw another headline of house prices dropping into the mix, as we do every 2 days or so. So look, the housing market is definitely down, and it's definitely trending down, right? But my sense of it is, and I've said this before in a blog post, that house prices actually fall very quickly, but the media takes a while to catch up and the averages move slowly. So everyone's still comparing year on year and doing all of these crazy things. The reality is, if you were in market to buy a house today, you've got a very good chance of buying something that might be 10 to 15% below where it was at peak if you've got a motivated vendor. Now, these are the really good deals, good properties at realistic prices in the market right now. The challenge is that stuff's going to get snapped up, it's going to gradually disappear, and then when everyone comes back into the market, that sort of choice is going to disappear. My sense for it is you're not going to see house prices fall further than that. You're just going to see the market gradually catch up with where these vendors are at the moment. So I honestly believe that it's a good opportunity to buy. Interest rates are stabilising, house prices are down, vendors are negotiable and realistic about what they can get. That feels good to me. Of course, you can miss the opportunity if interest rates stabilise, potentially even drop a little bit next year. The builders stop building, which is certainly what looks like is going to happen. We gradually start to run into a shortage, we get a whole lot of immigration, and then a whole lot of people are clambering to get back into the market. Just remember, buyers don't disappear, buyers sit on the fence. And the biggest challenge that you've got as a buyer is you're all sitting on the fence together, and typically you all jump off the fence at the same time, and we just run straight back into all the problems that we've seen in previous cycles. So buyers are there, they just simply aren't buying at the moment. So I definitely think there's an opportunity to be ahead of the pack. That's probably quite a contentious argument because there are people out there saying the world's coming to an end and you're crazy. My experience is that that's not the way that the property market works. We're at full employment. Interest rates are still reasonable, and you've had the fall in house prices that we needed to see. So you don't have to rush into it. It's all about finding a good deal, but I wouldn't be too afraid of this market now. That's it from me.